In this video, we will be demonstrating a sample SCVA Festival sight reading adjudication to assist choirs in preparing for their sight reading adjudications. In addition to this video, there are many resources available through the SCVA website to assist directors and students. Here you will find the Sight Reading Adjudicator script, a sample sight reading adjudication form, rubrics which outline the various elements of musicianship found in each sight reading level, a listing of the available voicings and ranges, sample sight reading examples, and a link to the site where you can purchase additional sight reading examples from previous years. Directors should especially review the detailed sight reading procedures document which further outlines acceptable and unacceptable practices during your adjudication. The group you are about to observe is demonstrating high school SSA Level 3 sight reading. Keep in mind that your choir may be sight reading at a more advanced or more novice level.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Karen Blewell, and I will be your sight reading adjudicator today. Please keep your sight reading sheet face down until you are instructed to turn it over. We will begin with the rhythmic reading. You will be given 1 minute to study silently. Please turn your paper over and look at the bottom of the page. Your 1 minute of silent study begins now.
During this 1 minute silent study period, students are permitted to individually tap out the rhythm silently in their lap. For the actual performance, choirs may speak the rhythm, clap and speak, sing syllables, or a variation of these methods. Groups will perform at the speed of 66 beats per minute for 3/4 and 4/4 time, or 104 beats per minute for 6/8 time. Following the initial practice performance, the director is permitted to provide comments for improvement to the choir, but may not perform any of the rhythms. Only the director is allowed to speak during the 1 minute feedback period following the initial practice performance.
Okay, it is now time for your practice performance, which will not be adjudicated. Director, what system does your choir use to perform rhythmic examples?
We will sing ta on an F, please.
This is how I count off for 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, begin. Let's begin our practice performance. And 1, 2, 3, begin. Appropriate feedback to the choir. Please remember the rhythm may not be performed by you or the choir. Your 1 minute begins now.
All right, not bad at all. Most of us got all of the rhythms together as a group, but there are a couple of us making some small mistakes in there, so let's look at them. First things first, in measure 2, make sure you pay attention to the dotted rhythms. If you lift on the dot, we'll all come in together on that 8th note, and then make sure it's silent for the rest on beat 4. In measure 4, make sure that we're off by beat 3, so we get 2 beats of silence, and it's really important that we subdivide in our head and really feel it in our body during those 2 beats so that nobody comes in early in the next measure. Then in measure 6, that's a syncopated rhythm, so we want to feel that fast movement on beat 1, so really feel that in your body as well. And again, on beat 4, we have silence. And then in measure 7, at the end of the measure, just 2 8th notes there. I heard some stray 16th notes in there. All right, let's give it a try.
Okay? It is now time for your scored performance, which will be adjudicated. And 1, 2, ready, begin. to the melodic reading. I will establish tonality on the piano. You may sing along with the scale and triad and sing or hum your beginning pitch only. Your director will be given 2 minutes to study the melodic example with you. Please remember that there will be no humming or singing by the director or choir, and your director may not use Kerwin hand signs. Your 2 minutes begins now.
All right, go ahead and take about 30 seconds to audiate through your part silently.
Be sure to review the full list of guidelines found in the detailed sight reading procedures document concerning this 2-minute study period. Students and directors may dialogue about the example, but there may be no humming or singing of pitches. Students may not write on their exercise. Students may practice rhythms aloud or chant the solfege syllables in rhythm. Lastly, students may use Kerwin hand signs to practice, but the director may not.
All right, let's make sure we keep our eyes moving as we're singing this. Don't get stuck on a half note, right? As soon as you've got the note, keep your eyes moving to the next line, especially going from measure 4 into measure 5. And then sopranos, in measure 6, what solfege will you sing? Do, do, good, correct. I think other than that, through the tricky spots.
It's time for your practice performance. I will establish tonality on the piano, and you may sing along with the scale and triad and hum your beginning pitch. Director, you may begin when you are ready. Director, you now have 1 minute to discuss problem areas with the choir, and you may use Kerwin hand signs. The 1 minute begins now.
Okay, not too bad. We all stuck together pretty well and ended up on mostly the right notes at the end, which is good. At the very, very end, mezzos. Make sure that you resolve from here to there. Some of us really tried to go up there, okay? So we're just stepping down. And at the very beginning in measure 2, was it altos? Make sure we step up to me. Some of us are wanting to stay on re in that measure. Measure 4 especially, how many beats will we say on the first note? 2, and then make sure it's silent on B3 for that rest so that we can come in together in measure 5. And then in measure 6, we're all going to lift on the dot and keep our 8 notes together when we move through there. Look at it a little bit longer, find any mistakes you made.
Okay, great. It's now time for your scored performance. I will once again establish tonality. Your sight reading adjudication is over. Congratulations and thank you for participating today. Please hand your sight reading papers to the mentors at the door on your way out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
During the 2-minute study period of the melodic sight reading, it is common for directors to have their choirs speak the solfege together in rhythm. Here is an example of that procedure for your reference.
All right, everybody, let's chant on solfege in rhythm. Please do not sing pitches, just speak the solfege in rhythm. Here we go. 1, ready, begin.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope it will help you feel more confident as you prepare for your SCVA Festival Sight Reading Adjudication. For further reference materials and sample sight reading examples, please visit the SCVA website at scvachoral.org.